are the majestic rings of Saturn that have defined this planet for as long as the human race has looked upon it in awe disappearing. Well, in November 2025, these rings will actually disappear, but just from our point of view on Earth, as they will be seen edge on. So in other words, the disk or structure of the rings will not be visible because of their angular position. But they, of course, will reappear again. But will there come a time where they never reappear, or just fade away from the gravity of Saturn and disintegrate as they fall into the planet to nothingness? Well, unfortunately, the answer is yes, but obviously not in mine or your lifetime. This will take millions of years, but it is slowly happening. So unfortunately, your unimaginably great-grandchildren will not enjoy the sight of these beautiful rings. But what exactly is causing them to fall apart and rain on the planet, and how long exactly do we have until they completely disappear? Well, for the first time, the James Webb Space Telescope that is being used to observe extremely distant galaxies will be soon pointed at Saturn and unveil some of its hidden mysteries and help astronomers understand the structure and causes for the slow disappearing of its rings. So as you might accept, Saturn's innermost rings are eroding first, as they are closest to the planet and most affected by its gravity. No one is exactly sure how quick this is happening, so therefore we cannot directly determine the time it will vanish. But daily Olympic-sized swimming pools of water rain on the planet from the disintegrating rings. Like I said, the James Webb Space Telescope, but also the Keck Observatory in Hawaii, which is a massive telescope, will be partnering to monitor this ring rain on Saturn and determine how it fluctuates during a particular season on Saturn, which lasts around 7 Earth years. And after these observations are complete, we can expect a whole trove of new data and discoveries from this great gas giant. But we do know from past data sent back from the Cassini spacecraft, which orbited between the rings of Saturn over 22 times before self-destroying in 2017, that every second around 6,000 pounds of ice rain are falling on the planet. So at this rate, if we were to do the math, they would disappear in around 300 million years, which I would say is definitely quite a long time. So there's no need to rush to see the rings of Saturn if you thought they would disappear on you. But because of Cassini, we must know some of the reasons for all of this falling debris from Saturn's rings, or at least what is partly of cause. As you know, the sun is extremely powerful, full of strong radiation. This causes some of the particles to get disturbed, giving them an electrical charge, which binds them to the gas giant's magnetic field lines. They are then pulled into the planet's upper atmosphere and will never be seen again. To complete one orbit around the sun, it takes Saturn over 29.5 years, and as you can imagine, during certain times, the planet is closer to the sun, which means that it will be hit with extra radiation, as will be the rings. And this is one of the main factors for determining how much ring material falls onto the planet. So as we see from the data and observations, majestic rings of Saturn are slowly leaving us, but at its current rate, you will see no change from an observer's point of view for thousands, if not millions of years. So there's no need to rush to see the rings of Saturn, because I'm 100% certain that they will always be there for you on a clear night if you take your telescope and point it at the planet. And if you do have a telescope that you can bring out to look at the stars with, there's going to be an extremely cool opportunity in 2025, as I mentioned in the beginning of the video, to see them disappear, as they will be edge on from our perspective on Earth. Then, over the coming months, they will reappear slowly, which can be seen in most telescopes in fairly good detail. If you enjoyed this short episode, make sure to subscribe as we continue to explore the wonders and mysteries of the universe.